All right, get ready. This one is from the ridiculous file. Two men behind bars after being arrested in the parking lot of the Cass County Sheriff's Department. Deputies were looking for a suspect who was wanted on multiple warrants, but he drove off when deputies arrived. Where did he end up stopping? In the Sheriff's Department parking lot. When police searched his car, they found heroin and open containers of alcohol. His passenger also in trouble after he gave deputies a fake name, but then confessed after the fake person's name also had warrants out for their arrest. Both men were arrested. Their names have not been released. After more than 30 break-ins since the beginning of last month, deputies in Ottawa County are now asking for your help trying to find the people responsible. The most recent happened at 3 different restaurants near US 31 and Riley Street outside Holland. A Pepino's, a Jimmy John's, and a Quiznos were hit. Front windows smashed in. Cash and small safes were stolen, and in other cases, vehicles were broken into. Deputies say there's been more than $25,000 worth of damage. Now, Fox 17 was able to obtain surveillance video from one of the businesses hit in those recent break-ins. Shows 2 possible suspects wearing hoodies and covering their faces. If you know anything about these crimes, you're being asked to call the Ottawa County Sheriff's Department or Silent Observer. Good morning, everybody. It is 8 o'clock. Fox 17 Morning News. We're taking you all the way to 9 o'clock. Kelly, Leanne, and Sam is here. We were just talking about the golf outing for Special Olympics, but your dad got lost. So you just got back from Mount Pleasant, right?
Yeah.
And what did you do at the state games?
Track.
You ran track, and obviously you won medals.
And 1 ribbon.
You won ribbon, okay. But you fell down.
But you stayed in your lane, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how many medals do you have now?
83.
83 medals. In what do you do when you're not running track? Do you do basketball and stuff?
I'm in softball.
Softball, okay. And you're going to be at the golf outing, right?
Yep.
What do you like about the golf outing? You like my pants normally, right?
Does he wear some pretty crazy clothes?
I have been known to do that. Why should people be part of Special Olympics? What's your favorite part about it?
Just having fun.
Just having fun?
Yeah.
And when you guys have the get-togethers for the basketball tournament and stuff, you have a dance too?
Yep.
Oh, good time.
Yeah.
Do you dress up for the dance?
No. Sometimes they like the dance better than they like the basketball tournament. Do you want to do weather with Kelly? No. She says she has somewhere to be. Well, it's people like Sam that are the reason you should go support the Special Olympics golf outing. And good luck when you keep doing Special Olympics. And get some Band-Aids for those knees.
Sammy and Oliver Bling.
Yeah. All right, Kelly, take it away here.
All
See,
right.
you've had to follow everything that you can't top now.
I can't top anything. It's setting me up for failure. But we've got fog out there this morning. We did have some rain showers that has since come to an end.
Killing me softly.
If you guys did karaoke together, you could just do the one time.
Yeah, that would be about all I'd be good for.
You'd be like a hype man.
I'd appreciate the little.
I had a hype man for a while. I had to lay him off. Budget constraints.
Nice.
The downturn.
Not enough hype to go around.
Well, yeah.
The market on hype is low.
It's coming back, though.
Something like that.
Back.
Oh,
Thanks for joining us, everybody. 7:28 on this Saturday morning. John Shaner, Leanne Town,
Morning.
Tim Doty here. We are going all the way till 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Sarah, West Michigan, as we have seen, has always remembered and honored those who served. And that point was driven home a few weeks ago when more than 200 bikers took part in the Eric Zapata Memorial Motorcycle Ride. Today, another tribute to the public safety officer who died a little more than 2 years ago. It's a bronze bust, more than 6 feet tall. That memorial will show PSO Zapata in uniform from head to waist and sit on a pedestal at the north end of the Walking Mall on Water Street. That's next to the Radisson Hotel in downtown Kalamazoo. There'll be some new landscaping details as well to separate that statue from some of the existing items in the mall, and will include seating. Kalamazoo Public Safety Officer Eric Zapata was a 10-year veteran who was killed April 18, 2011, while assisting another officer who was taking heavy gunfire in the 1400 block of Hayes Avenue in Kalamazoo's Edison neighborhood. He was 35 years old and a father of 3. Officer Zapata was the first Kalamazoo PSO killed in the line of duty. The people who are putting it together say the bus will be positioned in such a way that it can keep watch over the city. Today's event starts at 3 and all are welcome. Live in the studio, Tim Doty, Fox 17 News. All right, Kelly, we want to point out that Antiques on the Bluff is completely different from the Antiques in the Buff event,
Don't confuse the two.
which is altogether different.
It would be a chilly day for that.
Oh, man.
When I first saw Funky Junk Flea, I thought it was a Red Hot Chili Peppers tribute band. Something like that, but
thinking about that funky junk flea that John was talking about.
I like it.
That's not located under the bridge, but a good antique is like mother's milk for some, but they don't give it away.
Wow, that's a lot of red hot chili pepperism right there. You like that, John?
I had the entire weather forecast to come up with that. Moving on, the city of Belding in Ionia County getting a new disc golf course.
It all started with one man's tribute to his friend.
It started with a call about a man threatening his girlfriend, and it ended up being a drug bust. Grand Rapids police say a woman called and told them her boyfriend threatened a shooting spree similar to the one that killed 7 people in Grand Rapids back in 2011. Authorities rushed to the scene and caught up with the suspect as he was attempting to leave the home. Police say the man was not armed, but they did find a significant amount of cocaine in his vehicle. No one was hurt in this incident. The man has been taken into custody. It's a story we brought you earlier this week on Fox 17 News. The 2 suspects caught on surveillance video breaking into a house in Cazenovia. Well, they're now in jail. The incident happened last Saturday at a home in the 300 block of North Main Street. Kent County deputies say David Dietz and Ernest Dilworth are facing home invasion charges. Dietz will also face a felony firearm charge, as deputies say he was also carrying a shotgun.
You got that right, Tim. This will be an interesting series. These guys are pretty good from Syracuse.
They're very good from Syracuse, Mike. And first off, I want to point out I wasn't lying all morning long, although for a few minutes I was doubting myself that the buses would ever show up. They are here, and you know what? They're nice buses. These aren't just the old school buses. Here, take a look. We got a couple fit for rock stars, or at least a championship team. There's radio broadcaster Bob Kaiser there, and vice president of the Griffins. Now, the equipment is all going in the trailer back there. We're going to show you more of that on Fox 17 News at 5 or 6. But they are heading out this morning about 9 a.m. They're going to go through the states. They're not going through Canada, even though that might be a shorter drive, because with border crossings and passports and things, it would end up taking just the same amount of time. Now, to the Syracuse Crunch that you brought up, they have 10 players on this Syracuse team that won the Calder Cup last year with Norfolk, and that Norfolk Admirals team won the last 43 of 46 games in that season, so they know what it is like to win and to win a championship, even though Syracuse, much like Grand Rapids, this is the first appearance in the Calder Cup finals. The Griffins have won division titles, they have won conference titles, but they have not won a league title, so the whole city in West Michigan as a whole, and frankly the state, with the Red Wings out of it, are looking for a championship here. As Steve said, games 1 and 2 are Saturday and Sunday at the Onondaga War Memorial. Games 3, 4, and 5 are here at the Van. Tickets are on sale this morning. They're $2 cheaper if you buy them ahead of time rather than on game day. All the games start at 7, and $2 beers and $2 dogs. That's a story from Van Andel Arena, where the players are just starting to trickle in. Troy, you want to take a look there? The guys are starting to come in with the playoff beards, and they will be hitting the road in just a bit.
All right, Tim, thank you very much.
Pageant employee was left to do it instead. I wonder if they're still employed.
Miss Moose Jaw lost out to Miss Yellow Knife.
Well, get your sweet tooth and wallet ready. Cronuts are selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, Bakery New York created this special treat, which is a mix between a donut and a croissant. I'm just going to think about that for a second. Only 200 are made a day, so people are actually lining up for them. They normally sell for $5, but they're being scalped on Craigslist for $40. Scalpers are even charging people between $20 and $40 just to deliver them. They're selling so fast that people can now only buy 6 at a time.
This from the guy
I would be wary of donuts on Craigslist.
On Craigslist would be kind of, yes, but you know, you do keep the Meyer Bakery in business, I'm hearing. How many donuts do you stop and get every day after the weekend show?
After the weekend show, I normally get 4.
And you eat them all in one day?
Mm-hmm. But I've been altering that. I've been going to the cinnamon rolls, like baking cinnamon rolls and eating the whole tube.
Oh, gosh. I'd say just paste that on my thigh, 'cause that's where that's going.
All right, this is being hailed as the best wedding photo ever, and if you've seen it, it's definitely worth seeing again.
It's cool, yeah. The wedding was...
A Grand Rapids math teacher accused of having a sexual relationship with 2 students. Fox 17 has learned she'll be charged on Monday, and there was a delay with being charged because of a connection to someone in the Grand Rapids City Attorney's Office. Jamila Williams is facing 4 counts of criminal sexual conduct in Kent County after detectives said she admitted to having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old 17-year-old student and a 16-year-old student at University Prep Academy in Grand Rapids. Her first court date has taken longer than usual, however, because of family ties. Williams is the daughter of an assistant Grand Rapids city attorney named Anita Hitchcock. Many of the judges in the district know the city attorneys very well, and that's why some of them may have had to excuse themselves. This process also takes a little more effort because a request to transfer the case must be sent to the Supreme Court Administrative Office in Lansing for approval. We did speak to the city attorney's office, who said there is a relationship to the case, but they could not comment further. Morning, Mike. Some of the names that played in or coached in Muskegon are familiar to NHL fans. Names like Mark Recchi or Bruce Boudreau. Others are legendary in minor league hockey lore. Jock Callender, Robin Bouchard, Sergei Karin. The professional era, though, ended 3 years ago in Muskegon. Now high-level hockey could be leaving LC Walker Arena altogether. The team said yesterday that, yes, the Muskegon Lumberjacks junior hockey team is being sold, but they add that the new owners are committed to keeping the team in Muskegon. But that contradicts a report the previous day in Junior Hockey News, which said the Jacks were headed for Long Island, New York. That report looks plausible since the new owners are former NHLers Chris and Peter Ferraro from Long Island, who happen to, as you said, be building a new arena there. Tickets are still being sold for Jacks games. Training camp is slated to start next week, so times are tense as fans, players, and staff wonder what story to believe. The Lumberjacks are currently playing in the United States Hockey League. They've sent several players to the Division I college level. We will continue to keep this story updated in the coming days. The sale of the team should be finalized next week. Live in the studio, Tim Doty, Fox 17 News.